Hello students, welcome to our today's session. So in our previous session we had seen what is capital rationing and how exactly it works. We had also seen a practical problem and tried solving all the capital budgeting techniques, and we implemented all the capital budgeting techniques to a single problem and saw how exactly each and every method or every technique differs. So in our previous session, we had also discussed something called as capital rationing. Capital rationing is nothing but it is like you are having a constraint in your firm, right? You are having a constraint. The constraint is generally about capital outlay, correct? How are you going to manage that? If you have certain projects, you have 5 or 6 projects in your hand, all of them are having positive net present value, all of them are beneficial. So how exactly do we go about it, right? That is the point. I'll be showing you an example of how exactly it works. Yes, so I've taken one illustration. A firm is evaluating various project proposals mentioned below, right? There are 5 project proposals: A, B, C, D and E, right? The firm is currently in a position to spend 30 lakhs. I mean, it is also like the firm is having a capital budget constraint of 30 lakh rupees. I mean, in question, they can even mention it as capital constraint. Select the most feasible combination. What happens in this method is that you need to closely evaluate which possible combinations can we consider so that our NPV becomes our NPV is highest in that combination. There are two things to this. First, you need to check the outlay. Outlay should be first thing, the capital outlay when you are considering, you should be in a position to exhaust the 30 lakh rupees completely, right? You should always aim at exhausting the 30 lakh rupees of capital outlay. Second thing is that you cannot exceed 30 lakh rupees. It should be 30 lakhs or slightly less than 30 lakhs, and not, the gap should not be too much. Second point to this problem is that the NPV, the net present value to the problem, to the combination, what you consider should be highest. You need to choose the combination in such a way that the outlay is completely exhaust and the NPV is also highest, right? That is the most feasible combination. So let us try to consider various combinations and see which one is the best one. So I've taken 3 columns. First is feasible combination, second is total outlay for that combination and NPV of that particular combination. Can we choose A and B? A and B is not possible because the total capital outlay becomes 33 lakhs. However, we are in a position to spend only 30 lakhs. So A and B is ruled out. You cannot consider A and B. Can we consider A and C? Yes, because the total outlay is 18 lakhs plus 12 lakhs, which becomes 30 lakhs. Correct? You are completely exhausting the capital budget. So we'll consider A and C. Capital outlay 30 lakhs. Right. What is the NPV? 7 lakh 50 plus 5 lakh is 12 lakh 50. Which other combination can we consider? A and C is done. A and D. Yes, A and D we can consider. 18 plus 7 lakh 50,000 is 25 lakh 50,000. What is the total NPV? A and D. 7 lakh 50 plus 3 lakh 60. Next, can we consider A and D? 18 plus 6 is 24, correct? 24 lakhs. Can we include D also? 24 plus 7, which is not possible, right? So you just have to consider A and E. A and D, the total outlay is 24 lakhs and the total NPV is 10 lakh 50,000. Right. Let's check the next combination. A is done. Now B. Can we consider B and C? Yes. The total outlay will be 27 lakh and total NPV will be 11 lakhs. Right. Next, let's consider B and D. Next is P and E. So when you're actually working out on pen and paper, you will be able to calculate it easily. So instead of going back to the previous slide and calculating, I have already made few calculations which I'll be showing you. So right. So I have considered all the possible combinations, right? So A and C, A and D, A and E, B and C, B and D, B and E, C and D, C and E, right? Also, I've considered, to involve in three different projects. So involving in three different projects has given us, that is combination of B, D and C. B, D and C. You are able to invest in three different projects which you are in which you are gaining 12 lakhs 60,000, right? 12 lakh 60,000. Also, A and C is also a little close, that is 12 lakh 50. But if you consider the outlay, here you are saving 1 lakh 50,000, and you're with lesser capital outlay, you are gaining more NPV. So the best combination is B, D, and E, right? This is your most feasible combination. So this is about your capital rationing, and with this we are closing the chapter. And if you have any doubts, You can post it in your Postomobi app. I hope you guys have received your new Postomobi logins. I mean, new Postomobi applications. You can log in from there and check out all the videos. So in case you have any doubts, please post on your Postomobi app. I'll be replying to that, and yeah, also I'll be sharing you an assignment, right? Please write your assignments in a piece of paper, scan it, and then send it to my email ID. Your the file name, everything, all the instructions I'll be sending out in a email to your class group ID. Please check your assignments, right? Thank you so much.